Hello and welcome to part 16. Bit complex this one, so I will be putting pages up of the manual going through and at the end.
This is an intro to part 16, but I was asked to record it on the Lumix, the FZ2000 or the FZ2500 or the FZH1. And they wanted me to use the internal microphones, which is what I'm doing. I'm no jiggery pokery. I've got one light here, you can see, one overhead light up there, and I'm just speaking in a normal voice right into the camera. Right, part 16 is, I'm reading it off a pad by the way. Part 16 is selecting pictures from 4K burst files and saving them. And then notes on the 4K functions. And then the camera setup for the 4K photo functions. It's pretty clever actually. Controlling focus after recording. This is really post-focus. And it's focused stacking. You can take a load of shots and then control them afterwards. And then selecting the desired focus area and saving the picture. And that's altogether will be part 16. I'll put pages of the manual in, so like I normally do, so at least you can read and hear my dulcet tones. It's a shame about the mosh, but the voice, you must be getting used to it by now. And that'll be it for part 16. If you subscribe, I notice a lot have, if you subscribe, every time I post something, and it's mainly about this camera, you will be notified, so you won't have to go looking for it or anything. And the other thing is, I've got some Boya mics coming, the WM6s, next weekish I think, and I've not been given them for free. People think you get these things, I wish I did. Ooh. But they want me to do, I can't say who they is, but they want me to do a video about them and what I think of them in comparison to my Rode Filmmaker wireless mics. And I also have Sennheiser, and I also have JVC, and I'm boasting now, you know, I'm a tech freak, always have been. So yes, I'm going to do that. So one of the videos I'll be doing later on after 16, it could be 17 or 18, I shall be using these mics, so we'll see how that goes as well. But in the meantime, this is just this microphone for about 5 people. You know who you are, and I'm doing as you asked. Some of you have asked me to do something that's physically impossible, but we won't go there. Thank you.
And welcome to part 16. And the first part is selecting pictures from a 4K burst file and saving. We'll switch that on so you can see what I can see on the screen here. And being as I've got to select images, we'll have to go and take them first, so we'll take some. I think you heard that going clickety clickety click. Now you press that sign up there that says 4K. So I'll select this image that I've got on the screen. Select 4K. And then you get save this image, yes or no. Yes. And it's as simple as that. You can scroll through the ones that you wish. I've saved a couple now. And that's basically how easy it is. You can drag the slide bar to make a rough selection. Whoop. There. I'll try and show you the screen. Bear in mind that we're all taken of the same thing, but you can see there's about 14 there. So we'll go to that one, press the middle button, save, yes. You just save your best ones. And that's you selected a picture from your 4K burst file and you've saved them. So we'll come back out of the replay. And then we'll go back into the replay and let you see. There they are. And back out again. Now I will put these as 3 pages to do with the playback and the selection, and you can drag and drop, you can pinch out and in. You have a multitude of things you can do, and it's easier for you to read about it than me to pontificate on about how easy it is and use all the different controls that will appear at the bottom of this screen there. This is the first part of the manual, starting with a 4K burst file and saving them. Don't forget you can slow, stop, go back any of these pages. Use them for reference, make a note of the page number and just zonk through to the time that it's on the screen. Like now, coming up 6 minutes 44 if you want to see this bit, and 4K burst 6 minutes 48. Just make a note and then you can find them easy enough. It's always good to be able to read about it as well as do it. And then we go on to notes on the 4K photo function. Well, I was going to read these out to you, but I'm not sure as that's a good thing. I think I'd be better off putting the page of the manual. It covers to change the aspect ratio, to record the subject with reduced blur, shutter sound for 4K photo recording, and scenes not suitable for 4K photo function. And also you've got picture size, recording format, and so on. The camera set up for the 4K photo function, and it's 4K 8 megapixels. It's different in 4.3 to 3.2 and 16.9 and 1:1 on your picture sizes. So rather than try and go through that lot a bit at a time and give you a 5-hour video, I'll put the pages up. But you've seen how easy it is to cover it. And there's areas where you can't use it. And it says like 4K photo function is disabled when you use the following settings, and there's quite a small list, about 7 items. This is the second lot of the pages from the advanced manual. This is notes on the 4K function, 4K photo recording. I should mention now, if your computer is not up to speed, 4K will slow it down terribly. It may even stop it, especially if you're on a laptop that isn't well endowed with RAM and ROM and bags of storage space. And then you have controlling focus after recording. Now this is also called post focus and focus stacking. On the top here, it works in IA, IA+, program, aperture priority, shutter priority, manual, scene mode, and the arty mode. That's the one with the easel on it there. And it allows you to take 4K burst pictures while shifting the focus to different areas. And after taking these pictures, you can select the desired focus area. This function is suited for recording still objects. It is also possible to select multiple focus areas and create a single merge picture, focus stacking. There's several ways of doing it, and again I shall have to put the manual pages up to cover it all. You set the mode dial, which is that dial on that side, yeah, to see if I can find the right one there. It's the one round after OK, 4K, before the time setting, there. Yeah, and it's got a little mountain on it and a little flower. In other words, far away and near. You decide on the composition. I'm just going to aim sort of roughly at my earphones. And then press the shutter button halfway. There, you heard it go beep. That's autofocus has detected the focus area of the screen, excluding the edges. Press the shutter button fully to start recording. And that has recorded a 4K video. From the time you press the shutter button halfway until the end of the recording. Now you have limitations. Again, you'll see them, limitations post-focus on the pages I'm going to put up. And it's not available in some cases, and there's a list of them. Now, to select the desired focus area and saving a picture, you have to select an image with an arrow and those signs on it, the little mountain and the little flower, on the playback screen. So we'll go into playback, and there you can see it. Little mountain, arrow, and a flower. I've pressed the up button here. Now, that you can point to focus areas. There, you see the red arrow? There. The red box, rather. The green. That you put in focus. That's in focus. That's not in focus, but then it's just a blank wall. But you can see how it's done. If you had more things of interest in this photo, instead of my earphones, you can work on them. You can have the whole thing in focus, close and near, but it's best for pushing things out of focus. That's what I use it for. And I think the best thing, again, is the pages of the manual. I've shown you on here what to do, but if you read about it while you're messing about setting your camera up for it, you will, I think, gain more from it. And then you've got saving a picture. Well, you've seen how you do that. I've already shown you. You can come across, let's get out of playback and then back in again, into playback, go to that, there. That's you, and you can slide across all the four. You can see it changing. They're all the same because that's where I was pointing my camera. And I'm just sliding it, like you do with your telephone. And you can choose bits and pieces you want in focus and out of focus. And that's how you manage to do it. And then you've got merging multiple pictures to widen the focus range. And that's what we've just been doing. It's like photo stacking and auto merging. And you can cover range merging. So you can go across one item if you're working in macro. So if you had a fly, you could start off aiming at its eye, which would make more sense than anything else, and take your range of photos and then choose to have it in focus from the eye to the end of its body. And it'll do that from the range of photos you've taken, because you've actually shot a 4K burst, and that is really an MP4 video with high resolution stills. Couldn't be any easier. But I'll put the pages up, like I said. I think that's the easiest way when there's a lot of explanation involved and you don't want a 4-hour or 5-hour video. So that was part 16. Thanks for watching. Bye. And this is the last of the video pages for part 16, controlling focus after recording. it's handy. I actually prefer doing it this way because you can stop if you're not sure, or you miss something in my voice or accent, or you miss the point. You can nip back and have a look if you've taken note of the number, the page, or what section the video's at, like you're coming up to 15 minutes, 12 seconds. I seem to have been on forever. Hope you're enjoying it as much as I am doing it. And don't forget, you can send me questions via YouTube. Ask me anything you want. If I know the answer, I will explain it, and I'll even send you a little individual video if necessary. If I don't know, I'll find out one way or another, and I'll get the information to you. Do not get stuck. If all else fails and you've messed up your camera, go for a reset. It just puts it back to how it left the factory, and it gets you out of a situation where you can start to use your camera again.